Hey everybody, this is William from the Godzilla Files coming at you today with a new countdown video. Today we're going to be looking at some of my favorite figures from 2019. It's been a great year for Godzilla collecting, so I wanted to really showcase some of the figures that I thought were some of the best. Now normally with this list I usually just do exclusively X+, but because there were so many great figures that I found, I really wanted to add them all. So it's not just X+ that you're going to find on this list, there's a lot of different things, so I'm really excited about that. So sit back and enjoy, and let's get started. Number 7, Godzilla Flipping Ebirah. This little guy here is a figure that I didn't get a chance to review, but I picked him up late last year and I was pretty happy with him. He just looks so cool. He's something a little different than what I normally collect, and for some reason last year I was really into Ebirah, as you'll kind of see as this countdown goes on. But you know, he was just a perfect size figure. I liked the coloring and I just thought he was a really cool pickup in my opinion. Maybe not one of the more detailed figures on the list, but still really cool. Number 6 are the Defo Godzilla 2019 and 1964. I know I'm cheating a little bit by putting two of them on here, but honestly they both came out this year and I can't decide on who I like more. The 64 is the one that got me into the line. This is my favorite Godzilla design of all time, and I love the look that they gave him. I feel that the 64 can easily be messed up, and they did an astounding job with this guy. And I love the fact that we have a little Mothra here biting his tail. I think this is a pretty iconic scene, and I think this is perfect for a Defo Real version of Godzilla 64. As far as the 2019 goes, this figure is truly amazing. This is what made me stay with the Defo Real line, to be completely honest with you. I love the fact that they went with such an iconic look for him. Everybody who knows King of the Monsters knows this scene, and to me it is truly epic in such a small package. And because of it, I'm only collecting the Defo Real line for King of the Monsters. I'm not going with the 25 or 30. So these two were some of the biggest surprises overall for 2019 in my opinion, because they really got me into a line that I really didn't think I was going to be. Number 5 is the Gold and Clear Gigan from Gigabrain. Now this guy is pretty unique to my collection. You know, him being clear for one is definitely a unique look for a figure. I really liked it, believe it or not. That's one of the reasons why I decided to pick him up. And the gold and red really helped make this figure pop overall. To me, this is why I collect figures. The fact that there is such a unique looking Gigan out there, I just had to have. And it really does help kind of bring new light to my collection. When people come and look at my collection, this is one of the guys that they talk to me about because this guy catches their eyes. And that's what I want from a figure. I want somebody to be like, oh wow, that's really cool. And he's a perfect example of a figure that is really cool. Number 4 is the Roto Kaiju King Kong 62. Now this is the best King Kong 62 figure you are going to find, and probably the only one that you're going to find that fits with an X+ Godzilla 62. This guy is a fan-made figure, and honestly you would not know it by looking at him. And part of that is because I managed to get David Eric from the X+ group, I'm sure he's in other groups, but that's where I know him from, to paint him and put him together. He did a perfect job when it came to matching what I wanted for my Kong figure. It's just so well done. Everything about him is amazing. So I have to thank both of those people for this figure. And honestly, I hope to see more of these things in the future because I don't know when X+ is going to get around to doing someone like Kong 62 just because of his rights. So for now, this is the best Kong 62 that you could get. Number 3 is the purple and gold King Ghidorah. He is from Gigabrain, and just like my Gigan, he was another piece that I picked up this year because my girlfriend really liked him. And so for a gift, I thought I would get her this. Now, I'm actually kind of jealous because when the figure actually came, I really liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to, and it was hard giving it to her, to be honest. But when it comes to this figure, I love the purple on him. I think that really helps him stick out because I don't have any purple figures other than him. To me, the gold really helps everything kind of pop just a little bit, just like with the Gigan figure. You know, he is truly an amazing figure. If you do not have a Gigabrain King Ghidorah, I strongly recommend it. They do a lot of different colors, but to me, this is probably the best version of him. Number 2 is the 30cm Ebirah. Now, I have the Rick version of him, and to me, this is the only way to go. You know, I love the water base. I know some people don't because it kind of makes him half of a figure, but Honestly, this is the way I remember him from the film. And to me, this is the best figure X Plus did all year. And I know that's crazy to say because I'm not that big of a fan of the film, but the figure I cannot say enough about. Even when I first got him, I really thought he was going to be the figure of the year, and he's really close to it. To me, X Plus did not do anything better than this Ebirah, and the Rick version is truly stunning. So if you're looking for a version of Ebirah to get, I think he is the way to go. You can't go wrong with it, and the water base and everything with it really brings the whole entire look together. And number 1, the Marmit Godzilla Tower. This is my holy grail. When I started seriously collecting, this was the figure that I wanted. I've been searching for him for about 2 years now, and this past year, I managed to finally track him down. Now, I have seen the different color versions with like the red and gold and red and silver, but to me, the green and silver is what makes this figure work. There is nothing wrong with this figure whatsoever. I wish companies did more things like this because he is so unique in my collection that there is nothing to compare him with. He is my figure of 2019. I know it's kind of cheating because he was, not released in 2019, but I can't think of another figure I was more happy to receive this year than him. And he is the reason why I collect. And I can't wait to continue collecting and finding pieces like him to add to my collection. So as you guys can tell, 2019 was a great year for figures. I managed to get my hands on a lot of great and unique figures. I'm looking forward to doing the same thing in 2020. I am sure there's going to be a lot of talented people or companies releasing some great Kaiju related figures. But let me know in the comments below, what are some of your favorite pickups of 2019? And were there anything that caught your eye on my list? And if you want to know more information about these guys, I'm sure I did reviews on them, or you can find some reviews on some of the great Kaiju related channels on YouTube. But as always guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you all later.